where the Hebrew Israelites who come in and week out to prophesy the downfall, also known as the United Snakes, right? Flatline, flatline, fathead serpent, all right? Come out week in and week out to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on this sign right here. I don't have the sign, Salakia. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indian, and Speckled Bird, right? And boy, there is absolutely no time left. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, get back in order, all right? The festivities have begun, all right? So, all I have is the end, all right? We're the end time prophets, okay? What do you mean by end? Well, let's start at the beginning. In order to start, right, he had declared the end from the beginning. The end is already written, and it's already been disclosed to some of the Most High's friends like Moses, right? Anyway, we're here to wake up these people, the elect, right? Because it's almost a done deal. Anyway, we face the east, Salah. We say, Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right. Check that. All right, shalom. So anyway, again, the end. The Most High has declared the end from the beginning, right? And he disclosed this information to some of his friends, okay? Abraham was a friend of the Most High. Noah was a friend of the Most High. Moses was a friend of the Most High, so he spoke to him and he disclosed information to him, including how the world as we know it, right, this eon comes to an end. Okay? The end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth. And when you understand this language, when you understand prophetic end time language, right? The end is a person. And more so than a person, a nation. The end represents a nation. Okay? So when you talk about end time prophets, right? The word end points to a nation of people. And we're here, we're coming out to show you who those people are and point it out and say, this means that, this means that. At the end of this thing. And here we are, right? Now, you're not going to believe us. You've never believed us, ever, going all the way back. So, and it's set up and it's designed that way, right? Because what comes at the end, right, is your judgment. Here comes your judgment. All right? I hope this thing is working. Salakia. I hope it is. So you could call us the prophets of end time judgment, right? Anyway. So let's get because the Most High has declared the end from the beginning, right? And we're in the end. We're looking at it. We're staring at the end. So if you don't understand this mysterious end time language, right, which is called the new song, right? if you're an end time prophet, you have to know the meaning of this new song. You have to be familiar with, right? You have to know that you're singing the new song, first of all, right? And what is that new song? By implication, it's something that nobody's ever heard, right? And it's going to offend a lot of people. Why did they hang Yahushua by a tree, right? And I'm not making that up. These are offensive. It's so much more pleasant to say, oh, well, they nailed him to a cross, which is crazy in and of itself. Or they nailed him to, really? Okay, but you know what hits home? You know what hits home? And it don't hit home to Esau, but it hits home to Jake. Well, they hung him by a tree. Really? I could just picture him. They hung him by a tree. I could picture an afro involved in it, right? Everything starts adding up real quick. You mean he had an afro and they hung him by a tree and the word nigger can be found in the Bible? Really? All these breadcrumbs, right? And you still can't get a nigga to understand who the hell he is. Why? Because we're in the time of judgment. If you can't get it, your ass is about to get that judgment. Okay? People are starting to get worried. Why? It's Ezekiel 7. Bear with me. I think I'm going to start it too, but the header reads, this is Ezekiel the 7th chapter. Ezekiel the 7th chapter is about the end, okay? The end of who? The end of Israel, right? What does it mean, the end of Israel? Well, that word end, when you understand this prophetic speech, this new song, the word end is synonymous with the nation of Edom. Okay? So what does it mean then, the end of Israel? What is about to happen to you niggas right now? Knock, 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 knock. Get your black ass up out of here. Right? Then shall they be known that you's a whole bunch of niggas. Okay? So, the end of Israel, who is the end? Esau. The Esau of Israel. Esau is about to end you. Okay? As in, then shall I slay my brother. Right? This is the new song. To know who your enemy is, right? To have been woken up to this beautiful and glorious truth. Oh, okay, this is who I am. Oh, and these are who my enemies are. And they have a secret plan to come and get me. And right now they're about to make good on it. Really? Well, that makes perfect sense. Let me go warn everybody. Oh, no. Forget about what you're seeing in Mississippi, right? Which is this devil making his whole move. Right? And you understand what's been going on now. Hangings, unalivings. Oh, this nigga killed himself, right? If you understand judgment, good for that nigga, right? Got me over here sounding like former Ossifer Tatum, okay? Which is a whole debacle and a mess. But Everything is in its place, right? Letting you know that we're in the end. Scoffers like that, false prophets, false teachers, coons, he that is joined unto them, everything is in its place, right? Because that chaste row is next. Esau don't understand that the chaste row is up next. And those joined unto them, starting with Ossifer Tatum, and then whoever was that coon that crawled up out of the woodwork just to be on the world stage right now. So shit's crazy, right? And now it's time to be hunkering down. I'm going to start at 2. Ezekiel 7:2. And the header reads, "An end is come." Right? People don't have no idea. And it's beautiful, right? It's only, you get to the point where you're happy, right? That you're going to see this shit jump off. And why? Because you understand. Nigga, you need a good death. You need to be destroyed and started again, you know? And that's love. You understand? There's no hope for you. You're permanently destroyed. There's nothing we can do. We can't heal your ass. And Lord willing, the miracles start, right? But some people can't be healed. Okay? To hear this glorious truth is to be healed. To act on it, right? This frequency is what heals you or prepares you for what? Your new body. Now is the end come upon thee. Here comes Esau up on your ass. You're supposed to be walking in the spirit at this point, right? You're supposed to have sharpened spiritual discernment, right? At this point. Shalom, shalom. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, shalom. Shalom. All right, and that's somebody with sharpened spiritual discernment, right? You see the brother come on, he gives the salute. Here come the precepts, and I'm about to get to them right now. And there's a spiritual language going on. And if you're not privy to that, you don't understand these mysteries right now, you're about to bug the fuck out. And at this point, there's nothing we can do for you except for laugh and understand. See, the righteous man understandeth the judgment. So even, you know, there are going to be people within our families that ain't going to make it, and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep that shit moving without batting a damn eye. Matthew 13:16. 13, 16, and 17. Let me get that. Slovakia. St. Matthew 13:16, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Right? For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. Okay? And here we are. And yet here we are, right? And we see each other. We recognize, we hear each other, and we're on the same frequency. Here's what that's saying, right? In order to understand these mysteries, right, you have to be one of those that got that download in the beginning, right? And now When that download comes up, which is coming up right now, everybody's just getting in line. They're aligning themselves with the frequency and getting in order, right? Before your very eyes. And it's a frequency thing that your eyes see, and that you can hear this new song and understand it, right? And then sing it. Lord willing, you persevere to the end. And here we are at the end. And the end is who? The end is Esau making his move. Right? Now is the end come upon thee who? Israel. Let's go back. Did I finish? Okay, let's go back to Matthew. Matthew 13:16. Okay, that's that frequency. And to water to the brothers, Isaiah Allah Idaho, the brother who's probably going out later, or probably going out a little later. I don't know what the weather is like over there, but it's about to burn up at, it says 107 here in the valley, in the Cali Valley. Did I get all of that? I would go into the parable of the sower, but at this point, if you're not getting it, right? If you don't hear this thing, see, you're gonna have to get the full download, and that's a lot. Some of us been in this thing, and it took years before we began to stand up on the board and actually, you get on that board, boy, you want to stay down, but then to start standing up. Salaki, this is water. I hear that water starting to bubble and gurgle, so I'm gonna get my shit out of here. Hopefully that won't go bad. Anyway, yeah, it just took a minute to get our sea legs, right? Look up, and here we are at the end. And hopefully we're able to impart this knowledge. What is it? This wisdom and knowledge. Book of Isaiah 33:6. I mean, we are in the time, right? How do you make the jump to, we're in the time of UFOs and microchips, okay? We're in the time of UFOs and microchips, right? And if you're as old as I am, wasn't no such thing as no fucking UFOs, okay? Long before they made any movie, right? What movie? And they had shit like Lost in Space and Star Trek and shit. They were prepping us on that level, in the 60s and stuff like that, right? But what full-length movies like Close Encounters, that shit came out later, right? And they were prepping us, but at the same time back then, oh, well, here's this movie about aliens and spaceship, but it doesn't really, you gotta be it's just make-believe, right? It's just make-believe. Don't believe it, right? This motherfucker going around the world, everybody knows the movie. Here it is in China and Cantonese and whatever. Farsi over here, right? Whatever. But everybody knows it. There's scenes from around the world in the movie. Well, everything's disappearing the way they set it up, right? What is this devil doing? Right? And suddenly, right, as we're watching that shit in 76, right, I'm fascinated. Oh, great, right? They're in the desert, fucking ships. They're giving them back. Oh, the aliens are giving back the vessels, right? It's a beautiful thing. Talking about Close Encounters. We're all excited in 77, 76. We're watching an alien movie, but they don't exist. And shame on you for ever trying to put those two things here. Nigga, we're showing you a movie about some shit that don't exist, right? And it's going around the world, right? Everybody knows it in all of these different languages. Have you ever thought, right, how did the Beatles, nigga, go worldwide? How? They were that good singing in English that everybody just loved them. Japanese little girls just stripping off panties and offering themselves, right? Did that shit really happen? Or is that magic and witchcraft? Right? And now, guess what? Everybody does love the motherfucking Beatles. How did that happen? Somebody did that shit. Okay? This devil is doing shit. And what is he doing? He's distracting you from what? The most important thing. Most important thing is the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's all milk. Milk will get you through it this time. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be completely spiritual. What you have to do is have faith and trust, right, in the men of the Lord that they're telling you the right thing. Learn the name. Hold fast. You come in right now, right? You got to learn discipline and milk. And get ready for an incredible ride because nobody's ready for this. Who's ready, right? Unless you understand the level of death, right? Who's ready for that? Who's ready for Jacob's trouble, which is the worst time on the face of the earth ever? So for that to be true, more people are about to die right now than has ever happened ever. Okay, and who's ready for that? You can only be ready for that if you were prepared to be ready for that, right? And like I'm trying to put it into words. At this point, coming up on 18, 20 years, whatever, doesn't matter, but what matters is when you come in, you feel a way, you feel for people, right? I don't give a shit at this point. Why? What does it mean that we don't give a shit that the 2/3 are, fuck them? What does that mean? Right? If you don't understand fuck the 2/3, you don't understand judgment. It's a mystery. Fuck the 2/3 is a mystery. If the Most High is going to cook them in that furnace, is that not fuck the 2/3? Yeah, it is. We're just saying it. He's saying it in a way, and we're saying it, and it adds up. What's going to happen in that fire is fuck the 2/3. Fuck Eve. Fuck the nations. After what they did to us, right? Everything makes it. You don't understand judgment. All right. So again, how should you be walking? If you're walking in the spirit right now, you don't give a damn about Babylon. You don't give a damn about a Babylonian if she's your daughter. You're like, oh shit, look at you, you're gone. All I could do is pray for mercy, you know, and then it's out of my head. We're at the point where worrying, first of all, we're commanded not to worry. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Why are we continually told not to worry? Because your black ass is about to worry no matter what. Shit is going to be so bad, you're going to worry, you got to catch yourself. Oh, don't worry, I'm tripping. Do I understand judgment or not? Don't trip. You're going to have to continually walk from one block to the next, telling yourself, right, don't worry. On repeat in your head, don't worry, I'm tripping, don't worry, oh, don't worry, you tripping, I'm tripping, don't worry, I'm hungry, don't worry, you're tripping. if you're alone, a lot of times in Salakia, a lot of times when I speak from the perspective of like being a one-man camp or being alone or whatever. And going back to Philippians 2 and 12, you're going to work out your own salvation with it. I mean, you could be part of the biggest camp, right? And that could be to your detriment, right? Because when it's time for you to operate on your own, right? And if that's all you know, right, then, I mean, it could be a plus and it could, it's always balance, but let's put it this way. When everybody loses their home and gets kicked out on the street, let's get that. That's coming. How close are we to that? See, here's what happened out there. Babylon the Great already lost World War III. Understand? Babylon the Great already lost World War III. So now what? Now they're mad and they're coming home to take it out on your black ass. That's what's happening. You better wake the fuck up. 2nd Ezra 16. Then shall they be had in derision. It's lucky. Second Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols and sea hips. And they that consent unto you that take that sea hip shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So there's going to be a lot of homeless people out there. And here's the point that I'm making about them. If you're homeless, been out here for 5, 10 years, when they start casting people out of their houses, is it going to affect a decade-long homeless person? They're going to prey upon the people that are just coming in, the newbies, so to speak. And that's it's going to be bad out here, right? And if you got some survival skills, you've been out here, right? It's going to become interesting, right? It is going to become interesting. The whole time that we're in, okay, is what? The end. Let's go. Let's get to the end. We're at the end. Get ready to be tossed out of your house because you're not going to take the sea hip. 2nd Ezra's not 6 and 9. I got to start at 7. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Going into what? The end, and how the end is synonymous with the nation of Edom. And this is spiritual talk. It's the new song. And if you don't know it, you better find somebody that does and put your faith and trust in them. Let me direct you in the right direction. Somebody with the great millstone doctrine, which is Yahushai's doctrine. There it is. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world. That's the point. The point is this. For Esau is the end of the world. Okay? Now, when you're trying to learn the new song, here's how you do it. Okay? Prepare thyself for temptation. Right? Number one, get ready. Prepare thyself for temptation, meaning this: get ready for the long haul, and Lamentations, mourning, and woe. There's nothing fun, about being in the truth until Lamentations, mourning, and woe become fun. Right? You learn how to operate within that realm, if you will. So when you come into this truth, okay, there are catchphrases. Okay, there are catchphrases. Here's a catchphrase. Okay, and I use this from time to time because it's very intricate. All right, there's a catchphrase in the 100% truth, and here's how the catchphrase goes. And you have to know it. And it's very delicate, and you know what? It could be a stumbling block. It was almost a stumbling block to me. Okay? You got to know how to check yourself too. You got to know how to, observe, how to examine yourself. Right? Anyway, there's a phrase in the 100% truth, and it's called covering cast. Okay? And if you don't understand covering cast, right, you could go outside of GMS and you say covering cast, that's not going to mean what it actually means. It's not going to mean that to nobody else. You have to have been taught, right? How can you learn unless some men guide you? And that guidance is this phrase, covering cast. That's very important. Okay? That's very important. Because you could be you don't know the difference between a Hamite and your own, right? And you're supposed to know that the Lord doth put a difference between, and shall not a dog move his tongue. Okay? So this intricate song, right? Here's a phrase, and this is a universal phrase in the truth. This doesn't just belong to GMS. Okay? This is just a universal truth. Not the Negroes. That's part of the new song. Not the Negroes. Okay? If you understand, and that's spiritual talk. And we know that it comes, it's the Zondervan and blah, 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 blah. But within the realm of what we call the truth, or the Israelite movement, see, there's the truth, there's the movement, there's all of this shit, right? That this devil done set up, including IUIC, right? And if you watch the confused little girl sit there and take shots at us, bitch, you're supposed to be talking about the IUIC, but you're talking about everybody else, right? And that's set up. Esau got that set up, right? As fire on the left and water on the other. And where are we? We're in Jacob's trouble, believe, right? And you'll know when they're coming down hard. Who put that footage out where the IDF was raping that one girl and they was taking turns? And then when you put that shit together, see, a motherfucker didn't put it together that the IDF is going to be right here on these streets doing what they were doing, right? Going house to house, motherfucker, doing what the fuck they want to do. If you understand judgment, right? You understand that's coming, and it should come. Because whoever's at the back of that, whoever's at the front of that train, right? Whatever whore is at the front of that train, like, oh, I'm a virgin. We're going to find out who a virgin is and who's not by the line of the train going out the motherfucking back door. We're going to find out. Why? Because we're in the time of judgment. And people don't understand the magnitude of the judgment that is coming. It's going to be unlike any other judgment, period. And here we are. And just like the Most High gave the blueprint and the understanding of what is going to happen, showed it to them in visions, sent us out here to say it, right? Even though you got a motherfucker just talking straight shit about, wow, what is that? We're like this. You know what that means? That means you're going to get fucked up in the worst way. Oh, you're talking shit to me? Oh, wow. What that actually means is you're going to catch it so bad, right? And we understand judgment, and there's nothing I can do. Lord willing, I can pray for my daughter, right? Because it's looking like, when you look at it, you ain't going to make it. Second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. For God so loved the world. What world? The world of Israel. The world of Israel is about to be the kingdom of heaven. So when you understand, when you deal with Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls JC, here's what he said. And that's it. Okay? If you want to go again, oh, but Paul, okay, so you just put Paul above his teacher, and you're stupid because you can't do that. Who has the last word? Who is the word? Blah, 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 blah. You don't even believe. You don't believe in JC because you don't believe in this. You don't believe in the truth, and the truth is easy. St. Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, and right after this, it's over, because whether you understand it or not, it still says what it says. And you can't change it. And that's it. Ain't no Paul. You can't go to anybody else, because as soon as you say that's it, here's what Jesus said. Don't go to the Gentiles. He's telling you who the kingdom is not for. He starts out, he gave a commandment and said, tell you who the kingdom of heaven is not for. That's what this is saying. Well, you said that white people can't get into heaven. I didn't say that. I said this. Here's what your beloved Jesus says. I'm going to read it verbatim. Okay? Here's what your beloved Jesus says. Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, here's what he said out of his own mouth, and you can't change it. If you don't understand it, that's your fucking problem. Okay? Let's just take the, yeah, but you twisting. I'm not twisting shit. Does it not say what he said, which is the kingdom? Here's what's being said. The kingdom is not for the Gentiles. Don't go to them. He starts by saying, don't go to these people, don't go to these people, don't go to these people, but rather go to these people, because that's who the kingdom of heaven is for. That's what he says. You understand? And that's it. That's it. And because you don't understand that, right, you want to make me out of the bad guy. All I got to do is point at this and try to, you're so fucking stuck on, you're in the cult, all right? What did he say right here? Don't go to the Gentiles. That's plain. Why did he say that? Because down here he tells you who the kingdom is for. It's not for the Gentile, not for the Samaritans. No, not. But let me tell you who it's for. It's for these people. And what is for them? The kingdom is at hand. For who? For these people. And as you go tell them, and the healing and the cleanse and all of that is for them. It's not for everybody else. And that's what he's saying. But somehow, because we're pointing that out, well, you're the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy for pointing out what it doesn't say, it clearly says that. You just want to fight me because you don't like what he said. So you're at that moment, right here, if you don't agree with what he said, go not into any way of the Gentiles. But then over here it says that, stop running from this and explain what it means. You can't do it because you're done right here. If you don't agree with this, that who the kingdom is for, anywhere else, oh, the Gentiles, does it tell you who the kingdom is for? It tells you who it, but go rather, that's when it's telling you who it's for. And as you go preach saying the kingdom is for you, but go rather to these people. Don't go to them, but go to them. And when you go to them, you tell them that the kingdom is for them. I'm the bad guy for saying that? No, I'm not. You're going to try to make me the bad guy for saying that. Right? You're going to try to scare me out of standing for it, right? And all I got to do is die. I'm not going to attack nobody. I'm not going to, no, you're going to attack me, right? Because you hate the truth, right? You're afraid, you're scared of the truth, right? What does it mean? What are you afraid of? Well, that he's coming back to avenge us and that the kingdom is for us and that we're going to rule. That's all he's saying. He says the Gentiles are not going to rule. Go not into any way that they're not going to rule in the kingdom. Or the Samaritans, they're not going to rule in the kingdom. But go rather to the people that are going to rule in the kingdom. The kingdom is at hand. For who? But go rather. With all thy getting, get understanding. Isaiah 33:6, Salakia, everywhere. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Strength of what? We're trying to get the hell up out of here. Why? Because life is about to end. Life is about to what? Esau is about to kill everybody because he can't have his way. I'm going to blow this bitch up. I can't rule it. I'm going to blow this bitch up. So somebody's got to come and get us up out of that. That's what's going on, man. What do you mean blow it up? World War III, bitch, has already been lost. We know the outcome. They already fought it. It's over. See, the war was fought. People don't know this. World War III was already fought. The only thing that's left, right, is the mutually assured destruction. That's not the war. The war had already been fought and lost. Now, because of that, I can't get my way, everybody dies. That's where we're at. We're at the everybody dies part. Right? Now, does it happen instantaneously? No. It's happening fast. These days are flying by crazy. Right? But no, it happens over a period of time. It's escalating. It ain't escalating. Look at Turkey. Look at Pakistan. Look at Saudi Arabia. What are they doing? If you're watching, right? If you're watching what's going on and you understand the outcome like we do, right? This shit's moving hella quick, right? I'll tell you who knows it's moving quick. the fucking devil. Why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This nigga's moving fast. Building them cages for you right here in Babylon the Great? Yeah, he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Shalom, shalom to everybody else. This devil knoweth that he hath but a short time, man. Okay? And he's got you set up, and they're about to shut the lights off and cause pure havoc. Okay? Pure havoc out here. And here's what it is. There ain't a damn thing you can do except for play your damn position. Either you're going to come out of this thing alive or you're not. It's already been written, right? And this is what it means. Have no fear, or don't fear. Don't fear, don't fear, don't fear. Fear for what? If you've done what the hell you're supposed to do, and you're covered, you're in that secret place, there's nothing that nobody can do. At any time, any moment, you could get walked up on and say, I never knew you. That's a thing, right? So nobody's walking around, calm. We're praying that we've done enough to be covered. But nonetheless, we finna go through this crazy shit, and it's gonna be scary, right? But you're supposed to be able to rest and have comfort, right? That His word is faithful and true, and you've done. See, again, going back to what? Going back to these mysteries. We've been shown the mysteries. You understand? Covering cast. You're gonna treat people differently, right? You're not gonna assume that just because you appear to be an Edomite that you are, or whatever that means. What does it mean to appear to be an Edomite? What does that mean? Right? At the point of scattered. We're scattered, man. And to understand that when you have a solid foundation in this truth, you understand that you are of your father, right? If you are of your father and Esau been raping, right? Esau been planting seed and getting away, right? Nobody ain't saying nothing. And Eve is a master, right, of having 10 children and 5 of them ain't yours, and you raised all of them and don't know till you're on your deathbed.
How you doing? Oh, you live streaming too? What's good, family?
Hey.
I'm God number 1, bro. God bless you.
Respect an old man, huh?
Yeah.
So,
What's the word of the day?
respect.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. What's your purpose?
Respect.
Yeah, I'm just very hyped up right now. I'm sorry. That's cool though.
All right.
God bless you.
You too.
You a real nigga, bro. I love you, man.
Exodus 27. Leviticus 27. It's the book of Leviticus 19. And 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy power. I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And here's what's going on up here. Some old man type. Every now and then a demon will come up and now they fucking with me. That little boy was on something. I was about to have to take his ass down. It's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so the spirit of Satan, right, is out here. And really, I'm waiting for one of these Christians to walk up. This nigga walk up without no damn shirt. And he's on Finney or something. I'm like, I am not trying to touch you. But I'm going to have to rip a cold one. I'm going to have to try to stun him. Right, with one. Woo. Anyway, out here making our body a living sacrifice. But that's what's going to happen right here at the end. Right? What's going to happen? The veil is already rent. So demons, right? Salaki are running rampant. 7. Yeah, somebody probably sent that kid. Because he was high as a goddamn kite. Ezekiel 7:6, an end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. So here we are, all right? And see, here's what the kid don't understand. Keep thy foot. I don't know how he managed to get himself out of that situation, right? I don't know how. He must have understood the word respect at some level. I thought I was gonna have to hit him, but I was trying to go for the scripture, and it kind of diffused itself. But that's where we're at. Okay, demons are gonna try you. The veil, right, between the third and the fourth, the spiritual realm, right? They're here. Oh, we're going to shut down the CERN for 3 months. Really? No, you're not. Oh, you're going to stop all wickedness for 3 months? We're going to stop conjuring demons into the world for a whole 3 months. Really? I don't think that's true. You might shut down the CERN, but you're not shutting down witchcraft. You're going to stand now. Because maybe you're trying to scare somebody and you're giving it all you got because you know it that you got but a short time. I see a flying roll. See, we're in the time of UFOs and microchips. And really, that's what I came out here to say. But then the devil comes out, and I'm talking about the hoary head and, respect. And this guy doesn't know. You don't come up to the camp, dude. Get that real quick. It's Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 5:1. So like it. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear them to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. This dude stepped up onto the house of the Most High, right? Asking silly questions and giving the sacrifice of fools. I'm not sure how it went, how I'm not sure how the angels judged him, right? In that little sequence of events right there. What I do know in the spirit is either this kid was sent by Satan or Satan jumped on him and he came over here and did what? He stepped onto the main stage with disrespect and, right, was, hey, this is combat. This is spiritual combat. You don't step up here talking shit and giving the sacrifice of fools, right? Anyway, yeah, and this is just the beginning, man. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad out here, but it's all good. Anyway, Ecclesiastes 5:2, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven and thou upon the earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. You come up here and disrespect an old man with the Bible in his hand. That's just not even smart. That's not a smart thing to do. What if that old man happened to be sent by the Most High and you up there fucking with him? All you could do at that point is hope that I'm not. Right? I hope that I am, Lord willing. Right? Anyway. UFOs, microchips, things that you were told once upon a time don't exist. Right? You're going to be forced under duress. Oh, I ain't taking no microchip. I ain't taking no nigga under duress. Under extreme duress. Life or death. Life or death, nigga, you gonna take that shit? Life or death in a bad situation. Hungry, cold, starving, beat down. You want life? You take that sea hit. Yes, there are UFOs outside. Yes. Yes, that's part of our reality now. We lied for as long as we can. We could. Now we got to tell you another lie with a partial truth in it. So who's ready to stand in this wicked day? I'll tell you, those, right, that understand and that can sing the new song. All right? In order to not trust never trust your enemy, you got to know who your enemy is. And guess what? That has two sides to it. You got to know who your friend is. You got to know who is not your enemy. Right? Here Here's somebody say, hey, come over here, come in this house. Let me take care of you. What appears to be an Edomite, you're like this, oh no, never trust my enemy. You don't understand that that's not your enemy. That's why you got to have spiritual discernment. Right? Oh, well, you're white, you're my enemy. But Ham, who's black, that's not your enemy, stupid. Okay? You got to balance your way up out of here. Okay? Use balance, use wisdom. Believe it or not, walking righteously is what's going to get you through what's coming. But if you're a piece of shit, walking crookedly, you're going to walk your crooked ass right into a situation and get dealt with. If you walk straight in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you might make it by the skin of your teeth. That's just the truth. But if you don't, if you're trying to slide here and slide there and being shaky, I never knew you. That should be at the front of your head. I did all of this and I never do you? Nigga, you better put them one-eyed goggles on and look straight ahead. Anyway, before No Class Malone hits the corner, so we're at the end. The end's name is Esau. Here he's coming after you. All right? How do you disappear? What are your spiritual defensive weapons? Okay? You got to be praying for those things. Beg to be able to disappear. Right? Beg for laser eyes. You don't understand laser eyes? You don't understand the beauty of these scriptures? I'm trying to leave. Wisdom 11. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 16, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For thy almighty hand, which is Yahushua, that made the world of matter without form, wanted not, means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes. Wherefore not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also, dispatch means kill, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. Men's hearts, right? These things are about to happen. Why is that in the scriptures? Is that just waxing poetic? This is literal. It's about to happen. Beasts with sparks coming out of their eyes. Why is that in the scriptures? We're in the time of judgment, are we not? Why is that in the scripture? Because people are going to be judged this way. That's what it says. It says, it says that they might, no, this is
Huh?
Second Ezra's,
You know what time it is?
Second Ezra's, no.
You know what time?
Second Ezra's, Salaki. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11. And
You know what time it is, sir?
I don't.
I'm
Sorry, I don't. Second is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 18. Or unknown wild beast full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes. What is that for? It says, 16, Salaki. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 16, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. By the same what? Okay? We talk about the punishment. These are forms of punishment. Okay? That we're about to see come upon the earth. And men's hearts are going to fail for seeing these things. If you understand the spiritual language. Oh no, that's just a metaphor. Leviathan is just a metaphor. You got to know when Leviathan is talking about Esau. You got to know when Leviathan is talking about Leviathan, who's about to reveal himself. The Most High is going to command him. And he's going to bite niggas. That's real. Anyway, we'll see. See, when shit starts happening and things that you've never seen or thought would ever happen, right? Esau thinks that, oh, yeah, I'm just going to kill niggas willy-nilly and not be held responsible for it for the rest of my days. I just got it like that. No. We're at the end, buddy. Judgment. Pay back all of that. Here we are. And you can't stop it. You could kill everybody. Like Morandi said. You could kill me and my family. I'm not afraid of you. Right? We're at that point. This is the point we're at. So it's going to go down. Yeah, it's going to go down. But you're not scaring nobody. Yeah, the fight's going to happen. Yeah, a lot of people are going to die. You're not scaring nobody. And the men of the Lord, we're not going to fight. Right? Kill us again, doesn't matter. We're at the end. This is Ecclesiastes 12. Anyway. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Anyway. It's the book of Philippians 2 and 12, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? Yeah, these kids want to try it. Like, okay. All right. I ain't trying to do nothing. I ain't trying to fight their daddy, no kid. Whew. It'd take 2 months to recover from a fight. Anyway, with that, we pray that the elect were edified. And just, one day at a time. We're almost the hell up out of here, all right? So we'll face the east. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabbat Hashem call Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, all right? Shalom. Shalom Akim.